Hi, my name is Tony and today I'll show you how to make this stunning hat even if you've never made a hat before. I'm gonna show you how to get thin, soft leather and make it work for this hat. I'm even gonna share with you the secret of having this perfectly shaped brim. And don't worry, there are 10 different sizes to choose from, and all you need to do is measure your head circumference, print your size, and get to work. Start by downloading the patterns using the links I left down in the video description. Then get yourself some 3-4 ounces leather, that's about 1.2-1.4 millimeters thick, and follow this tutorial to see how to put everything together. Some of the pattern pieces are too large to fit on a regular sheet of paper, so I had to split them across several pages, and here is how to cut and paste everything together. Like I was saying, I used a very thin, soft leather to make this hat, but I glue it together like you see here. Regular cement glue will do the job just fine. Simply spread it together evenly and let the glue dry before you start using it. Next, use masking tape to hold the pattern on top of the leather and start punching every single hole of the pattern. I recommend 1 or 1.5 millimeter hole puncher depending on the thickness of the thread you want to use. I have a single hole puncher for the curved lines and a multi-prong spaced at 6 millimeters for all the straight lines. If you want to use any of these tools, I made sure to leave links to them down in the video description. With all the holes punched, you can go ahead and cut the leather. Next, I recommend you use some edge paint to dress those edges. I used brown edge coat from Firebeams. For the reinforcement piece at the top here, I used 4 ounces of vegetable tan leather. The starting holes are marked on the pattern and will make sure all the pieces are properly aligned. This will be a regular saddle stitch, and if you need a refresher course on how to do this properly, make sure to check my channel for all the beginner video tutorials where I explain everything in great detail. Now we need to attach all these slots around the crown. I used perforated leather, so my head can breathe, but you can go ahead and use whatever leather you like. The way you're gonna attach them to the rest of the crown will give the hat this nice dome shape, okay? But just be careful, there's 16 of these fucking things and it's gonna take a while. So, make sure your favorite TV show is on and get to stitching. Make whatever you want to get this to be a little less boring than it already is. But when you're done, you'll have a very nice fez. Just kidding. Let's next attach the band at the bottom. Start with a cross stitch to connect its ends and continue with a saddle stitch and attach it to the crown. Make sure it's all centered to the middle of the back or the front strip, whichever you prefer. We are now done with the crown. Let's set it on the side and start making the brim. I use the same perforated leather to line the bottom because I love these contrasting colors so much. Makes the hat alive, gives it a nice steampunk vibe, and I'm all into that. The secret of the brim, however, sits inside the edge cover. And I'll tell you a bit later what that secret is. Note, I use the same 4-ounce vegetable tan I use for the enforcement on the inside right here. So go ahead, fold the strip around the edge and start stitching from the side. After you go 4 or 5 holes, grab a piece of aluminum wire and insert it in between the edge of this strip. That's the secret. The wire inside the edge will keep the brim tight, and you can even shape it in any way you want. It will hold its shape. I've been making hats for a long time, and I've always used this trick to give a nice shape to the brim. All right? Trust me, it works. The two strips should cover the entire edge, as long as, of course, you don't add or you don't leave any holes out. Then you can use these little two tabs to cover the joining points. We now have both the brim and the crown ready. Let's match the starting point, which of course is marked on the pattern, and attach the two of them together. Again, the holes should match on both sides if you follow the pattern exactly. After the two are joined together, optionally you can cut a strip of leather, attach a few conchos like these ones, add a few holes at the back and tie everything like I just did. Or you can do some tooling, or maybe braid some leather, whatever you like, make this hat your own. I'm open to ideas, so comment below what other things would work decorating this hat, and I promise the next one I make, I'll take those into account. Thank you so much for watching. I love making these tutorials, but they do take a lot of time and effort. So you can support me by liking and subscribing to our channel, and in return, I'll keep making these tutorials for you. Thank you so much. I'm out. Peace.